morning from where are we at again?
Motorsports Park, Hastings.
That's it. Yeah.
No coffee yet.
In Nebraska.
Hastings, Nebraska.
Pretty flat track. Seems like just a real big autocross track. Not a lot of elevation, a lot of squeeze, and then down through some twisty turns. Should be really fun.
Not much to hit except for alfalfa.
Obviously completely new for both Brian and I.
We are way far away from home.
This is our qualifying day, so in the morning they'll line us up based on the car number, just like they did yesterday. In the morning session they'll take the times for everybody, compile them, and then that will set our start order for the rest of the week. So I guess I'm gonna do the qualifying this morning.
Hot shoe goes first.
Maybe we should have Mitch do it, because he kicked ass yesterday. Certainly set the bar.
A very unreasonably high bar for us.
Yeah.
I don't think he's allowed to come ever again.
We're not going to be able to follow that up real well today, but
his head should,
we'll see what we have.
His head should deflate by the time he has to put a helmet on for the autocross in 2 days.
It's a little bit of a cold morning. We're layered up. Looks like it's going to get up to 60, but should stay dry all day. So
and there's no wind. It's lovely.
Although you know, yesterday, seeing how the tires did in the wet, and how the car did in the wet, totally opposite of last year. I'd be okay with it raining all week.
Nope.
Looks like the kit car made it in.
Yeah. The Cardinal seemed to have an alternator issue yesterday, but looks like they've got their stuff sorted out.
Nice long transit yesterday, but we still got in at a decent hour. Got some nice dinner.
That was an amazing steak.
That was, yeah, it's awesome.
If you're ever in Hastings, Nebraska, stop by Odyssey downtown. They are very, very friendly.
One of the guys who we're traveling with knows this place pretty well. He's from Colorado, where we're headed, so sounds like he's got tonight mapped out pretty well too.
Yeah.
This event is all about who you meet and the experiences you share. So just finishing our course walks. About time to get the car ready. Not long we'll be on the track.
Yeah.
That's what we're mainly here for.
Yeah, that's true.
Tasty. Speed in the can. This is better than Folgers.
Marshall, sounds like an SOS.
Holy whack, unlyrical lyrics, Andre. You're right.
To the rap mobile. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Hurry, hurry, step right up. Introducing the star of our show. His name is You wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world right now. So without further ado, I bring to you. You about to witness hip hop in its most purest,
So we got through our morning session. Car felt pretty numb out there compared to what I'm used to. Still pretty boring compared to the vet. It really doesn't do anything dumb, so it makes everything just kind of feel like, nah, like, you know, I think that was okay. It doesn't really communicate that that was the wrong way through the corner, or you know, so the car felt okay. But they released results, and yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed. I was 42nd overall, and I think 6th in class. We're kind of all bunched up, so some of the cars are not far above me, and we do have some crazy drivers. We've got an IMSA champion that's in our class. I don't know. They're on Bridgestone tires. We're on Continentals. Definitely the tire to have for yesterday. Maybe the Bridgestones aren't as sticky for the cold temps that we're having this morning. You know, it is what it is. They did some touring laps. Mitch got out in the car and was able to loop around. They did some photography, so I'm anxious to see what those look like. Mitch immediately was like, well, I see why you do this now. So I think that means that he's ready to do some track racing. We'll see how that kind of progresses. He's going to be buying a fire suit and a helmet by the end of the week, and I'm convinced. They're getting ready to reset the order. The lead cars are going into to pit lane now. Brian's back there getting dressed, getting ready to head out. So afternoon session. So Brian and I are switching tracks. So we're splitting. You know, we'll do one in the morning, one in the afternoon. I'm not sure if it's always going to be me first, him second, or but it's always going to be, you know, we're going to drive each track. A lot of the other drivers will split them up, track days. So, you know what I mean? I'll drive this track, you drive that track, and we'll do both sessions on the track type thing. And I think that's what most of the drivers doing. It's probably the competitive thing to do. One driver gets very comfortable and get a little bit faster in the afternoon. I mean, it makes sense. Ours, a lot of these tracks, I've never driven before. I don't ever plan on going back to Nebraska again to do laps out here. So, you know, I want to drive the tracks that we go to. Same thing with Brian. I mean, we're here for the experience of it more than the absolute kind of winning edge type thing to it. So, see what happens here. The grid is now set off of how we did it this morning. So we're starting somewhere in the 7th. No, I'm just kidding. We're 42nd. So move back a couple spots. The thing about last year, we qualified 10th and got to a bunch of the tracks where there are drying conditions, and we were one of the lead cars in our group. So that bit us pretty hard. Now being the 6th in our group, maybe that'll play into one of the tracks going forward, that there'll be drying sessions and we get an advantage there. Try not to be too hard on myself. I'm really not pleased with our result there. So see how Brian does here. I'm excited to see it go. think?
It's fun. A little crazy, but it was fun. The cars, I'm sure I was way under driving, but you didn't do anything stupid.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't communicate much, right?
No, and that was kind of worrying me because it's like going fast enough.
Yeah. Am I overdriving it? Am I underdriving it?
Right.
It just is.
Right, and I have no idea of. I know there's a couple spots where I probably broke too deep, and I almost put it in the grass before the kink, or after the kink, somewhere around there, on the next to the last lap. I almost put it in the grass because I was carrying so much speed, and
Cool.
the car shifted a little bit. And I'm like, and it was like really close. Okay, let's not do that again. But yeah, felt good.
And a short 5-hour commute, heading out to Colorado. Making our way through Nebraska. Got separated from our teams today. We ran a little bit later than what the other teams that we were following qualified, so got a late start on the road. Had to stop at Walmart to get some octane booster for the states out here that only have 91. Then went to the world's worst Sonic.
North Platte, Nebraska. Your Sonic is horrible.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper's good.
Dr. Pepper's good.
Everything else, not so much.
It was good, but the service
Brian was ready to duke it out with the dude.
Yeah.
because I'm so off kilter.
So disappointing day, I think today. We might just let Brian or Mitch run the rest of the event, because apparently he can get it together, and Brian and I had a tough go today. Brian finished 60th overall. He was also 6th in class.
Sad trombone.
I was what, 44th or something,
45th?
like 45th overall, 6th in class. Averaged out with yesterday. We're sitting 39th in class. I'm sorry, yeah, 39th overall. That would suck, right? Yeah, 39th overall, and 4th in class. I'm not sure how we're holding on to 4th right now, but that's good. Just so and I told myself even after yesterday's events that this week is not made up of any one strong day. It's about consistency and about a good strong event. So
except for we don't want to be consistency slow anymore.
Right. So Hedge Hollow, is that where we were?
We were at Hastings
Oh my
Motorsports
God.
Park.
This is way too early in the week for me not to get that. So Hastings just wasn't our track, wasn't our day. We're at High Plains in Colorado tomorrow.
Well, it's going to be windy.
Yeah, it was windy today. I looked like I got sunburned, but it's just windburn.
They're talking
Brutal.
30 to 45 mile an hour gusts tomorrow.
So you're saying I should not fly a kite?
No kites, no tents.
It's cool that all three of us got a chance to drive today. I hope that they do touring laps all week, and Mitch gets that opportunity.
Yeah, I always come on first place because I'm that time.
And you were the lead car.
I know, that's fun.
And you were also coming out of the car with a big grin on your face.
Yep, maybe. A little bit.
High Plains looks fun, looks fast. I just watched a lap around there. I've just been way too busy to really even kind of watch any kind of video. I don't do any sim racing. Brian doesn't have a sim or anything, so doing a lot of this blind. So I think it'll be fun tomorrow. We do have one of the guys that we've been traveling with. That this is his local track. Mike Snyder is his local track. So and I think he was even doing some coaching or something out there today. So we'll try to get some tips. It seems cool. There's a lot of elevation changes. See what happens.
The important thing was the car came back in one piece. No dirt, no scratches.
It's a little dirty.
Oh, it's going to be getting dirtier each time. But we had fun. It was a little frustrating, but we had fun. First time in the car on track. A strange track that I've never even seen. So it was disappointed, but not surprised.
We're getting spoiled at these early transits. It looks like it's weird because the car is telling us Pittsburgh time. Our Waze is telling us our current time, but we're crossing over another time zone again. So we really don't know what time we're going to get in. But it seems like it's going to be pretty early, and it's way earlier than most of the nights that we got in last year. So hopefully we can keep that up, but we're going to be on the later point. I certainly wanted to qualify higher where we would have earlier transits, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.